Pump it up while your feet are stumping, and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd is jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. Oh, what a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. Oh, what a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight, make my day. Make my day, make my day, make my day, make my day. Yo, pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping, and the jam is pumping. Look ahead, the crowd are jumping. Pump it up a little more, get the party going on the dance floor. See, cause that's where the party's at, and you find out if you do that. Oh, a place to stay. Get your booty on the floor tonight.
North Dakota FFA, are you ready for state convention? Well, then buckle up.
Today's the day we make a change. One miss is all it takes. With courage, drive, and ambition, we can achieve something great. Just one moment, one encounter. Just one step to empower. Just one risk, just one choice. This time we raise our voice. Just one chance, just one moment. Change the course, it's time we show it. Just one step, just one choice. Can pave the way, let's raise our voice.
North Dakota FFA, get on your feet and get loud for the 2018-2019 North Dakota State Officer Team.
The convention hall will come to order. We are now holding the 5th session of the 90th North Dakota FFA Convention. Madam Vice President, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, Madam President. The Parliamentarian.
Stationed by a copy of Robert's Rules of Order.
What are your duties?
I serve as an advisor to the President and members on procedural matters. I keep in my possession a copy of Robert's Rules of Orders, our Constitution and bylaws, and the official FFA manual. It is my duty to see that parliamentary procedure is carried on efficiently.
The Sentinel.
Stationed by the door.
Your duty's there.
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
The Reporter.
Thank you. The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and from the state of Maine to Hawaii.
The Treasurer.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duty's there.
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements, just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
The Secretary.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duty's there.
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
The Advisor.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based on true knowledge and ripened with wisdom. Madam Vice President, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
Why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlight of brotherhood and cooperation. Madam President, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Madam Vice President. The Secretary will call the roll of members.
I am pleased to announce that at this, the 5th General Session of the 90th North Dakota FFA Convention, we have 1,376 members, guests, and advisors present, Madam President.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this 5th session of the 90th North Dakota FFA Convention duly open for the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. Good morning, North Dakota FFA. How are we doing this morning? Okay, that was pretty good. But guys, this is the last day of our convention. How are we doing this morning? There we go. Our next 2 session chairs don't really go by their given names. Instead, they respond to slight variations. So please join me in welcoming Mo and Lewis, also known as your State Vice President, Morgan Kreisen, and State Sentinel, Lucas Rath.
Good morning, everyone. We have an exciting session planned for you this morning. But to kick it off, I call upon Mitch Stuber of the Bowman County FFA chapter for reflections.
Let us pray. Dear God, sometimes we as humans stray from your path. We make poor decisions, neglect our responsibilities, and fail to give credit where credit is due. We often forget that every materialistic item, every opportunity, and every relationship we are allowed to form has been created or allowed by you, and at the lifting of a finger, something as great as this organization could be completely eradicated and taken away. Lucky for us, your forgiveness is everlasting and uncompromising. We owe more to you than we could ever give. We would like to thank you for gathering us at this incredible convention and for keeping us safe. We ask that the soon-to-be elected officer team has provided the guidance and courage to serve at the best of their ability. We also ask on behalf of the outgoing officer team today that their future can be as prosperous and successful as their former days have been honorable and selfless. Finally, we ask that each member makes it home safely today, receives a hot shower, and a good night's rest. We remain forever inspired by your shining light. Amen.
Thank you, Mitch. Welcome to the 5th convention session of the 90th North Dakota FFA Convention.
Woo!
This morning's session is going to be filled with career and leadership development event results and will include a retiring address from your State Parliamentarian, Jacy Hauge.
Let's get this morning started with our Leadership Development Awards.
The state sponsor of our Employment Skills Leadership Development event is First International Bank and Trust. The winner will receive a $250 check sponsored by American Farm Bureau Federation. Will representatives from these sponsors please join us on stage at this time? Now, will the named individuals please come forward to accept your awards? Your bronze individuals are Sean Gerke from Beulah, Callie Hennessy from Stanley, Jake Sanders from New Salem, and Tucker Sadlin from Grafton. Those are your bronze individuals. Your silver individuals are Madison McRae from Minot, Christian O'Hara from Wahpeton, Emma Arstein from Rolette, Abby Stake from Scranton, and Evan Christian from Finley Sharon. Those are your silver individuals. And your gold individuals are, I ask that all top 5 please stay on stage until the high individual is announced. We have Christina Bingham from Max, Abigail Hickle from Ray, Madeline Nichols from Carrington, Anna Stoppelworth from Kindred, and Eve Stegner from New England. Those are your gold individuals. The high individual that will receive the traveling trophy in memory of Mike Weary, sponsored by the 2012-2013 State. The high individual that will receive the traveling trophy in memory of Mike Weary, sponsored by the 2012-2013 State Officer Team, is Christina Bingham from the Max FFA chapter. For prepared public speaking is Mr. Michael Anderson. Now I ask that you hold your applause until all individuals are announced. That includes the power clap. Will our bronze individuals in the prepared public speaking event please come forward to receive your awards? We have Alexa Ketterling from Wishick, Lily Bina from Park River, Sydney Tosted from Rolette, and Katie Wosner from Partial. Those are your bronze individuals. Your silver individuals are Brianna Hossman from Hebron, Avery Roth from Grant County, Haley Maddock from Maddock, Callie Hauk from Oak Sargent Central, Sheann Bame from Mandan, and Michaela Fisher from Bowman County. Those are your silver individuals. Will the gold recipients please remain on stage until the high individual is announced? Your gold individuals are Courtney Bitts from Napoleon, Cassie Fall from Harvey, Colton Mellum from Winemere, Gage Yellowbird from Max, and Hannah Remington from South Prairie. Those are your gold individuals. The state winner in prepared public speaking receives a Baby Bison trophy and scholarship sponsored by Mr. Michael Anderson and a traveling trophy. And our state prepared public speaking event winner is Cassie Fall from the Harvey FFA chapter. Our state sponsors for extemporaneous public speaking are Dean Moose and Philip Warner. The traveling trophy is in memory of Mike Weary. The bronze individuals in extemporaneous public speaking are Kyla Larson from Northern Cass. Those are your bronze individuals. The silver awards are presented to Lydia Lyons from Lisbon, Brooke Leone from Harvey, Will Rice from Maddock, Aubrey Black of Max, Ian Lewis from Watford City, and Riley Live from Turtle Lake Mercer. Those are your silver recipients. Will all gold recipients please remain on stage until the high individual is announced? And in the gold division, we have Anna Berger from Mandan, Bryce Grabansky from Kindred, Isaac Huber from Edgeley Cullum, Theodore Meyer from Mott Regent, Janae Weigel of Napoleon, Amber Selensky from Rugby, and Jaden McDonald from Bismarck. Those are your gold individuals. The state winner in extemporaneous public speaking receives a Baby Bison Trophy, scholarship, and a traveling trophy. And our state extemporaneous public speaking event winner is Janae Weigel from Napoleon FFA chapter.
Let's do it.
Lucas, when was the North Dakota FFA founded?
1939.
Sorry, it was actually 1929. I'm glad you weren't on my quiz team.
Wow. Let's just meet our real quiz contestants.
The quiz event wrapped up yesterday evening with an exciting final round. Mr. Rick Vanette, Red River Farm Network, Farm Credit Services of North Dakota, Farm Credit Services of Mandan, and Ag Country Farm Credit Services are our state sponsors for this event. Sponsors of the traveling trophy are Mr. Rick Vanette, Mr. Kevin Nelson, and Mr. Kevin Vanette. Would sponsors please join us on stage to help out with the awards? Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals shown on screen. And the gold individuals are as follows. Jackson Fike of Pheasant and Bowdoin, Brian Freet of Harvey, Brooke Rossow of Kindred, Jacy Hauge of Kindred, Samantha Johnson of New Salem, Elizabeth Sayward from Kindred, Steph Bingham from Max, Jacqueline Pazernick of New Salem, Riley Lee of Max, Colt Kirsten of Max, and Megan Rodine of Oak Sargent Central. These are your gold individuals.
And with me and the crew leave a shindig, I'm with a girl who's just my type. Saw this luscious little frame, I ain't lying, fella, she was fine. This way young Miss Cole gave me a kiss and I knew that she was mine. Took her to the
Would the top 10 individuals please come forward and remain on stage until the high individual is announced? We have Logan Becker of New Salem, Grace Shimke of Harvey, Caleb Hauk of Oak Sargent Central, Christina Gruel of Kindred, Olivia Svanez of Napoleon, Laura Mugley of Grant County, Annika Toe of Harvey, Jamie Danks of Max, Bryce Mutzkanaus of Grant County, and Charmaine Haas of Napoleon. These are your top 10 individuals.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my Lord, thank you for blessing me.
The high individual will receive a baby bison and a $100 scholarship. And the winner is Christina Gruel from the Kindred FFA chapter.
Can't touch this. Look in my eyes, man. You can't touch this. Yo, let me bust the funky lyrics. Fresh new kicks and bands. You got it like that. Now you know you want to dance. So move out of your seat and get a fire girl and catch this.
Now it's time to move on to the team awards. Congratulations to those teams in the bronze and silver category. Would one member of each gold team please come up to accept your rosette? We have Max, Napoleon, New Salem, Kindred, and Grant County. In the quiz event was the Harvey FFA chapter. We ask that all team members and their advisors please come forward to the stage.
E.M. Tiffany wrote the FFA Creed in 1928, which many FFA members nationwide memorize as a rite of passage. The great words of the FFA Creed live in all of us. Let's hear the famous words written by E.M. Tiffany from our North Dakota State FFA Creed winner, Ashlyn Williams from the Maddock A.S. Gibbons FFA chapter. The FFA Creed by E.M. Tiffany. I believe in the future of agriculture, with a faith born not of words, but of deeds. Achievements won by the present and past generations of agriculturists, in the promise of better days through better ways, even as the better things we now enjoy have come to us from the struggles of former years. I believe that to live and work on a good farm, or to be engaged in other agricultural pursuits, is pleasant as well as challenging. For I know the joys and discomforts of agricultural life, and hold an inborn fondness for those associations which, even in hours of discouragement, I cannot deny. I believe in leadership from ourselves and respect from others. I believe in my own ability to work efficiently and think clearly, with such knowledge and skill as I can secure, and in the ability of progressive agriculturists to serve our own and the public interest in producing and marketing the product of our toil. I believe in less dependence on begging and more power in bargaining, in the life abundant and enough honest wealth to help make it so, for others as well as myself, in less need for charity and more of it when needed, in being happy myself and playing square with those whose happiness depends upon me. I believe that American agriculture can and will hold true to the best traditions of our national life, and that I can exert an influence in my home and community, which will stand solid for my part in that inspiring task. Thank you.
The next girl that you guys are about to meet is one of the most fun and kind individuals around. She's always there to have a good time with, to make memories with, and tell you all about life on Blue Hill Ranch. So here to introduce her for her retiring address is Grant and Anna Haig.
Jacy has always been there for me, whether she's hauling me to livestock judging workouts or sorting cattle in the krill, or just listening to me. She's been a great role model for me to look up to and a great competitor for the role of dad's best help on the ranch. Thank you so much, Jacy, for always having my back, being a great sister and my best friend.
It is my honor to stand here today and introduce my cousin, Jacy Hauge. As the oldest of us cousins, she has blazed a trail for the rest of us on the farm. She has always encouraged us to become more involved in 4-H and FFA. She is like a big sister to me and has always been there for me during good times and bad times. I will treasure the conversations we have when we are working cows or just happen to have time. She always gives great advice, especially since we tend to agree on a lot of things. I'm so proud of my cousin. She has really set the bar high for the rest of us.
North Dakota FFA, it is my privilege to introduce my sister
and my cousin for her retiring address, Be Scared.
Your 2018-2019 State Parliamentarian, Jacy Hauge.
We call them friends who have to dance within the flame, through chances sorrow and the shame. It always comes with getting burned. But you got to be tough when consumed by desire, 'cause it's not enough just to stand outside the fire. We call them strong, those who can face this world alone.
I was a sophomore in high school and just found out that I would be going to Hawaii with my aunt and uncle. I was over the moon ecstatic. Now, as I started thinking of activities to do, I realized Hawaii is an island is surrounded by the ocean, and the ocean holds one of my biggest fears, sharks. Hold up, even worse, a girl my age lost her arm in Hawaii. This small town North Dakota girl only had to deal with fish in a lake, not whatever lurks in the ocean. I was terrified. So what did I do? I watched every shark movie I could think of, from Jaws to Soul Surfer to The Shallows, hit the Google search engine, and talked to every person I knew who had been to the ocean. Scared? Yeah, you could say that. A few weeks passed by and we were on our way. Now, the first time being in the ocean was interesting. The sand between my feet felt a lot different than the mud and rocks I feel back at the lake. I was starting to get this whole ocean thing down until when one day we decided to go snorkeling. Now, I'll admit, I was a little timid at first to get in the water just because of this whole mumbo jumbo stuff, but I knew that I had to face my fear head on. Well, after I got in, I was amazed by all the sea life swimming underneath me and around me. It was like a whole new world that I had never experienced. After a while, my uncle taught me how to take a deep breath and dive down deeper to see the colorful fish. One school of fish interested me just a tiny bit more than the rest. So I took a deep breath and dove down. While I was doing this, a 7-foot reef shark swam straight over my head. Honestly, I didn't see him at first, so I swam to the top, drained the water out of my goggles, and kept snorkeling. It wasn't until when I turned to my uncle that I saw him. He was swimming so close that all he had to do was reach out and touch him. I froze. Honestly, I just wanted to sink to the bottom and never return to the top. I was scared, and I was definitely outside of my comfort zone. Instead, I swam over to him and started making shark hand signals like a crazy person. It was in that moment where I was forced to face my fear. After a while, we both realized that the shark was more interested in the fish than the people swimming around him. This created a calming feeling. So, unlike normal people, instead of running from our fears, we stayed and snorkeled for another 45 minutes, enjoying the beauty of the ocean and all that it holds. North Dakota FFA, it's okay to be afraid, to have fears. It might be standing in front of your class and giving that first speech. It might be asking that special someone out for the first time. It could be a 7-foot reef shark, or it could honestly be asking for help when you're struggling. Big or small, do not let your fears keep you locked up. I was forced to face my fear that day. If I would have known that there would have been a shark in the water, I would have probably never gotten in. But from this experience, I learned how to overcome my fears and face them head on. FFA members, what's holding you back? What fear is consuming you? What would you do if your life wasn't filled with fear? You see, everything we want in life lies on the other side of our fears. It is time to take control of our fears, because if we don't, We are going to miss out on a life full of adventures. FFA members, it is time to have the courage to face our fears.
Like I had somewhere to be, stupid me. Wrap that truck right around the tree. Walked away without a scratch on me. Must have had an angel in the shotgun seat, holding me, watching over me. Man, I just bow my head and pray, 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 pray. Look around and give him thanks, 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 thanks. For the good, for the bad, for the life that we have. I can't explain, I guess it's just a God thing, yeah. It was later on, around 25, still wild as hell, still starting fires, till heaven sent me a pair of eyes, locked on the mind.
All right, so I guess we've reached thank yous. First off, I want to thank the big man upstairs, God, because he has always led me on my right path and has never stirred me away from anything. And when I get off my path, he always brings me back. So I always want to thank him first for giving me everything I have and more in my incredible life. Secondly, I want to thank my little brothers, Grant and Hayden. You guys are seriously the best. Grant, you have become my best friend in life, and I can't thank you enough for everything you do for me. And Hayden, you always keep me on my toes and keep me entertained, whether it's checking cows or just doing stuff randomly in the yard. So thank you both. Next, I would like to thank the members of Grant County and Flasher FFA. It has been a privilege watching you guys grow throughout the year and seeing you guys achieve all your goals and accomplishments, and I couldn't be more proud of you. Thank you guys for standing beside me in all my highs and lows of my FFA career. I want to thank my advisors, Mr. Hetley and Ms. McLeod. Ms. McLeod, thank you for everything you've done for Flasher. I know it wasn't easy starting that program. I can't thank you enough for that. Mr. Hetley, thank you so much for being my first advisor and continuing to be one ever since. Your wisdom and guidance has really helped me in life, so thank you. Next, I want to thank state staff, Mr. Anderson, Mr. Cleven, Jaden. You guys are the best. Couldn't have done this year without you, without your guidance and wisdom. And thank you for all the laughs and fun times. And Mr. Anderson, thank you for all the car jams that you have provided our team with. They were great. Next, my parents, Deb, Mom, thank you so much for supporting me in all of life and everything I do. You seriously have made a true impact in my life, and couldn't thank you more for that. Dad, thank you for being my biggest supporter in life, my best friend, my role model, my superhero, my rock. You have truly changed my life and impacted me for the better. Lastly, thanks team for everything this year. You guys are the best. Honestly, couldn't have imagined any other way of spending a year. All our highs and lows, thank you guys.
North Dakota FFA, I am proud to introduce you to my parents, Jamie and Deb. Okay, bye. Yep. I do have one more thank you. North Dakota FFA, you guys have been amazing this year. I am so grateful that I have met so many new people and made connections with most of you. So thank you guys for allowing me to fulfill my biggest dream. All right, team, get up here.
We just found out we got another angel on A perfect little miracle, no other way to say it's just a God thing. Oh, you know it's just a God thing. Yeah. I just bow my head and pray, 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 pray. Look around and give him thanks, 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 thanks. For the good, for the bad, for the life that we have.
Jacy, your love for the FFA, Coke, cows, and cows is unmatched. You may have a big attitude, but you have an even bigger heart. You are a mentor, a jokester, and most of all, the best teammate anyone could ever ask for. North Dakota FFA, your 2018-2019 State Parliamentarian, Jacy Hauge.
I only had one speed at 17. It was 95 in a 70. Like I had somewhere to be. Stupid me. Wrapped that truck right around a tree. Walked away without a scratch on me.
We will now hear some talent from Michaela Fisher from
I'm Michaela Fisher from the Bowman County FFA chapter. It's an honor to get to sing for you guys again, and I really enjoy this song, and it means a lot to me, so I hope you guys like it. Here is You Say by Lauren Daigle.
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. Ooh, oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I have fallen short, when I don't belong. Oh, you say I am yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe the only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. Ooh, oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am fallen short, when I don't belong. Oh, you say I am yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe taken all I have and now I'm laying it at your feet. You'll have every failure, God. You'll have every victory. Ooh, oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. Oh, you say I am yours, and I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. Oh, I believe. Yes, I believe. Oh, I believe what you say of me. I believe.
Hey, Morgan. How's it growing?
Oh, shoot. It's 3 o'clock. We need to meet our nursery landscape participants.
I'm rooting for you all.
Hey, Lucas, don't bark at me. But before we do that, I call Eve Stegner to the secretary station at this time. Moving on, the sponsors for Nursery Landscape are the Bottineau FFA chapter and Intermountain Steel. Please join us on stage to help hand out awards. Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals as seen on screen. The gold individuals are asked to please come forward and accept their award. We have Jack Schaefer from Delax, Burlington, Garrett Snyder from Delax, Burlington, Faith Gress of Mandan, Brianna Hossman from Hebron, Caitlin Larson from Velva, and Charmaine Haas from Napoleon. These are your gold individuals.
Y'all ready for this?
We ask our top 10 individuals to come forward and remain on stage until the high individual is announced. We have John Tweed from Kindred, Jacob Van Berkom from Delax, Burlington, Olivia Spains from Napoleon, Ben Van Berkom of Delax, Burlington, Tevye Volge from Hebron, Grace Dinius of New England, Amber Vanips from Medina, Jack Stoppelworth of Kindred, Braxton Roll from Hebron, and Grayson Pease of Delax, Burlington. These are your top 10 individuals.
Where it began, I can't begin to know it, but then I know it's growing strong. wasn't the spring.
And our state winner to receive the Baby Bison $100 scholarship and a certificate for a chainsaw provided by Intermountain Steel is Olivia Spades from the Napoleon FFA chapter.
Touching hands, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Sweet Caroline, good times never seem so good.
You know what else was so good? The teams we had competing in our nursery landscape CDE. We congratulate those teams in the bronze and silver categories. We ask the top teams, along with their advisors, to come forward as they are called and remain on stage until the state champion team is announced. We have Delax Burlington, Kindred, Napoleon, and Hebron. Let's give a round of applause for our high teams.
Touching warm, reaching out, touching me, touching you. Caroline, good times never seem so good. I've been inclined to believe there never was. No,
And the high team representing North Dakota at Nationals is the team from the Delax Burlington FFA chapter, coached by Brandon Quam.
I believe there never could. Just a small town girl living in a lonely world. She took the midnight train going anywhere. Just a city boy, born and raised in South Detroit.
Lucas, did you hear that Caleb tried to sabotage the milk quality and products contest?
How dare he?
You're so cheesy. Come on, let's meet our milk quality and products contestants.
Our state sponsors for milk quality and products are Wahpeton FFA alumni and the Associated Milk Producers Incorporated. Would representatives from these sponsors please come forward and help hand out awards? Congratulations to all the bronze and silver winners you can see on the screen. And let's bring our attention back in as we move to the best in milk quality and products. And we have the gold individuals who are asked to come forward and accept their award on stage. First off, we have Evan Fullman from Leeds, Gunnar Hagen from Maddock A.S. Gibbons, Bryce Muskinos from Grant County, Liza Stahl of Killdeer, Allison Cross of Granville, Brady Collenbach from Maddock A.S. Gibbons, Madison Oline of Kindred, Paul Hannibut from New Salem, Grace Bachmeyer of Granville, Mackenzie Woodall of Granville, Shayla Coos from Carrington, Paley Dent of Grant County, Caroline Bodine from Velva, McKenna Arnold of Harvey, Jackson Rudd from New Salem, Gerald McGarvey from Leeds, Alex Huber from Edgeley Colum, Claire McFadden of Killdeer, Cadence Fox, also of Killdeer, Jacy Hauge from Kindred, Chase Benson from Maddock A.S. Gibbons, Ann Manstrom from Winemere, Anna Palmer of Hebron, Jonah Enochson of Wahpeton, and Brooke Coons from New Salem. These are your gold individuals. We ask our top 10 individuals to come forward and remain on stage until the high individual is announced. We have Michaela Heinrich of Kindred, Abby Bopp from New Salem, Bethany Anderson of Harvey, Summers Bachman from Minot, Claire Moffitt of Winemere, Will Rice from Maddock A.S. Gibbons, Faith Hoger from New Salem, Kaylee Schatz of Hebron, Jarek McGarvey from Leeds, and also from Leeds, John Fisher. These are your top 10 individuals.
Hold on to that feeling, yeah. Street lights, people. Don't stop believing. Street light, people.
The high individual who will receive a baby bison trophy and a $100 scholarship is Claire Moffitt of the Winemere FFA chapter.
You know you make me wanna kick my heels up and down, throw my hands up and down, throw my head back and down. Come on now, don't forget to say you will. Don't forget to say yeah, 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 yeah.
We will follow with the team awards. Congratulations to those teams that finished in the bronze and silver categories. And let's bring our attention back in for our gold teams. We ask that a representative from each gold team please come forward to accept their rosette. We have Killdeer, Grant County, and Winemere. The top 5 teams, along with their advisors, are asked to come forward as they are called and remain on stage until the state champion team is announced. In the top 5, we have Leeds, New Salem, Maddock A.S. Gibbons, Kindred, and Granville.
That you're in love with me. It's as sweet as candy. Its taste is on my mind. Girl, you got me thirsty for another. stay addicted if I can for sure. All the good love when we're all alone. Keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling.
It's now come time to reveal the team that will represent North Dakota at the national event and receive the traveling trophy. This team is the team from the New Salem FFA chapter with Sean Faring as their chapter advisor.
When we're all alone, keep it up, girl. Yeah, you turn me on. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I'm hooked on a feeling, and I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. I said I'm hooked on a feeling, and I'm high on believing that you're in love with me.
What?
Are you bouquet?
Leave me alone, Lucas.
Wait, Morgan.
What?
Don't you mean leaf?
Oh my goodness. Let's just move on to our floriculture awards.
Our state sponsor for floriculture is Jerry and Judy Toohey, Mike and Marge Axt, and the North Dakota FFA Foundation. Will sponsor representatives please join us on stage? Congratulations to the bronze and silver recipients as seen on the screen. And now let's cast our attention back up for the beginning of our gold recipients. For the best of the best, let's meet our gold award individuals. Will all gold individuals come forward to receive their award? From Max, we have Riley Lee, Emily Dinius of New England, Grace Rancier of Velva, Cassidy Reiser of Turtle Lake Mercer, Michaela Heinrich of Kindred, Megan Goldaddy of Glenburn FFA, Emma Leopard of Edgeley Culm, Emily Beck of Pheasant and Bowdoin, Hope Brewer of Velva, Kayla Elis of New England, Kennedy Kinnard of Minot, Rachel Mack of Velva, Caitlin Dusher of Rugby, McKenna Walter of Ray, Carrie Ann Saul of Richland 44, Cass Castro of Kindred, Madeline Nichols of Carrington, Alicia Litzring of New Salem, Alyssa Ball of Minot, Daphne Keller of Minot, Hannah Reuter of Harvey, Brenna Wirt of New England, Sadie Magnuson of Carrington, Ashlyn Williams of Maddock A.S. Gibbons, Abigail Hickel of Ray FFA, Peyton Brandenburg of Edgeley Culm, Leah Ellis of New England, Madison Jones of Pheasant and Bowdoin, McKenna Volmer of Harvey, and Allison Roth of Kidder County. Let's give a round of applause for these gold individuals. We ask our top 10 individuals to come forward and remain on stage until the high individual is announced. Grace Solisas of Mohall, Rivers Bachman of Minot, Amber Vaneps of Medina, Amy Klein of Turtle Lake Mercer, Aubrey Borneman of New Salem, Mara Borneman of New Salem, Grace Dinius of New England, Emily Bloker of Minot, Rhea Labe of Turtle Lake Mercer, and Michaela Schneider of Hebron. These are our top 10 individuals.
So show me family, all the blood that I will bleed. I don't know where I belong. I don't know where I went wrong. But I can write a song. I belong.
The high individual receives a baby bison and a $100 scholarship. And that member is Grace Solensauce of the Mohall FFA chapter.
I don't think you're right for him. Look at what it might have been. Took a bus to Chinatown.
Congratulations to all the bronze and silver teams that are now listed on the screen. Will one representative from each of the gold teams come forward as their chapter names are called? Our gold teams are Medina, Hebron, and Edgley Combe.
Day by day, people getting ready for the move. Some are happy, some are sad. Oh, we gotta let the music play. What the people need is a way to make them smile. It ain't so hard to do if you know how. Gotta get a message.
We ask that the top 5 teams, along with their advisor, come forward and remain on stage until the high team is announced. The top 5 gold teams are New England, Minot, Turtle Lake Mercer, New Salem, and Velva. Let's give a round of applause to these top 5 teams. Receive a traveling trophy that was sponsored by Mike and Marjorie Axe. And from these top teams emerges our state Floriculture team. The top team that will be representing us at nationals is the Minot FFA chapter, coached by Jeff Ball and Lance Van Berkom and Troy Anga.
Makes me feel like a dangerous woman.
Lucas. Lucas.
Something about-
Hey, Lucas. It's time for some real talent.
But
Lucas, let's just meet Henry Florida of the Watford City FFA chapter for some talent.
My name is Henry Florida. I'm performing on the original song, Diamonds and Light on Top. Thank you. That was a real, that was a real, that was a real, that was a real, I can see bright in my room. I want to space in the moon. I can't even shine in the noon. I don't want to claim, I just prove why the man to the tube. She saw me and call me a dude. I don't want the group and the troop. I don't want to sound like a moon. She's a lone hand, you a star. Want a star like a diamond. I spent my checks on my diamonds. They started calling me Raymond. Fitted a danger with almond. We gon' face all the salmon. Them was as cold as water. Them was as cold as water. I put my homies in order. I put my homies in order. Kissing and drawing all the quarters. Kissing and drawing all the quarters. I'm in business, I'ma say, yeah, made a price, when the price, he, I create D, I made it real, I made it believe, yeah. Sunny days like I'm praying, I made a show, yeah. They wanna see me blink, I ain't trying to be in the link. 100 thought on my neck, my demos are real, my demos are real. I made it with heel, I run it with season, I run it with peel. This on my demos, I'm running with peel. I rock my demos, I rock it with passion. They know I'm the room, I'm here with the fashion. I can't stand low, I'm here with demos, yeah. Demos are real, yeah. Demos are real, yeah. Demos are real, demos are real, demos are real, yeah. So real, demos are real, demos are real, demos are real, demos are real, I can see bright in my room. I want to space in the moon. I can be shine in the noon. I don't want to claim as brute. I can see bright in my room. I want to space in the moon. I can be shine in the noon. I don't want to claim I just prove why the man to the tube. She saw me and call me a dude. I don't want a group and a troop. I don't want to sound like a moon. Yeah. Yeah. Put on jacket code, do be dodging haters. Blessing up on blessing, we gon' make it happen. Dreaming in my dreams, I just be counting honest. Living a life to the fullest, I just be living lavish. Makes you feel it, makes you skill it, makes you heal it. Never fold, never show it, so on the Bailey. I never spoil a show, I went back steady mode. My first rap got me exposed, none of you come from the east. He got nothing to show, he said call me a beast. I got a BB sign, you wanna rock on your bones. Spinning around like a rhyme, you wanna spell your man. My savior came for the top, he came to die for me. I pray the devil never shock me, I'm on my knee. Light on top, light on top, light on top, yeah. Light on top, light on top, light on top, yeah. Light on top, light on top, light on top, yeah. Light on top, light on top, light on top, yeah. I went better on the A's, no one can stop me on my days. Dancing on the streets, I went back giving praise. In my light on top, you wanna see me rain. She calling on my phone, she told me went through pain. I can't never jazz, in my jazz in love. I spend all the rags, still a friend of band. Missing all the fans all over the world. I speak in different ways, nobody can understand. They know I'm the real, I came here on my stand. Mama put a drip on me since I was a kid. Mama be in a temple trying to meditate. Don't pull me on time, I guess I'm never late. Light on top, light on top, light on top, yeah. Light on top, light on top, light on top, yeah. Light on top, light on top, light on top, yeah. Light on top, light on top, light on top, yeah. Yeah. Light on top, light on top, light on top, yeah. Light on top, light on top, light on top, yeah. Light on top, light on top, light on top, yeah. Yeah. Little hand on the beat, you know what I'm saying? Thank you guys, appreciate it.
Thank you, Henry. At the 2018 State Convention, our delegates decided that the North Dakota FFA needed to host a large-scale community service project. Well, we listened. The North Dakota FFA is teaming up with Meals of Hope at the 2020 Winter Leadership Conference to package 200,000 meals. 100,000 of these meals are going to be packaged by the 101 conference attendees, and the remaining 100,000 will be packaged before the dance, giving all members an opportunity to participate. The best part, all 200,000 meals are going to be distributed right here in North Dakota and even in your local communities. Each meal costs 22 cents for an overall cost of $45,000. We've already raised 14,000, but we have 31,000 to go, and we need your help. Your chapter can help by hosting fundraisers or simply by donating to the cause. We are selling grid squares for $1,000 a piece. These squares are going to be going on display at the 2020 Winter Leadership Conference. These squares can be purchased by chapters, businesses, and sponsors. For further information, contact your local advisor, and we will be releasing more information as the date gets closer.
Speaking of food, it is now time for the Food Science CDE Awards.
Cavendish Farms and Beulah FFA are our state sponsors. The high individual will receive a $100 scholarship. Will representatives please join us on stage? Congratulations to all of the bronze and silver individuals that are now listed on the screen. We ask that the gold individuals come forward to accept their awards. Ashley Stanzik of the Grant County. Madison Oline of Kindred. Please quiet down so that we may announce awards. Claire Moffitt of Winemere. Tegan Herbal of Napoleon. Amy Klein of Turtle Lake Mercer. Emma Arstein of Rolette. Avery Carlson of Edgeley Calm. Anna Stoppelworth of Kindred. Elizabeth Sayward of Kindred. Isaac Benton of Lisbon. Bailey Adams of Richland 44, Trevor Rathseth of Grant County, Annika Tao of Harvey, Kaylee Roosh of New Salem, Adam Gress of Mandan, Hannah Crest of Washburn, Derek Reister of Medina, Grace Mogan of Velva, Regan Jones of Pheasant and Bowdoin, Jolie Sanders of New Salem, Evan Broughton of Winemere, Tasha Pond of Bowman County, Garrett Kuhn of Glen Ullin, McKenna Arnold of Harvey, Bo Jeffers of Bowman County, Jonathan Tweet of Kindred, Lexi Geetson of Glen Ullin, Kaylee Bolin of Powers Lake, Alexa Ketterling of Wishick, Carly Moser of Medina, Danielle Gilstead of Ashley, Bryson Hammond of Velva, and Coy Ellingson of Edgeley Calm. Please give a round of applause for these gold individuals. Will the top 10 individuals please remain on stage? We begin with Madison Jones of the Pheasant and Bowdoin FFA chapter, Laura Mugley of the Grant County FFA chapter, Brian Freet of Harvey, Janae Weigel of Napoleon, Nicole Newmiller of Pheasant and Bowdoin, Dane Anderson of Richland 44, Ryan Mugley of Grant County, Emma Olson from Washburn, Emily Shareski from Washburn, and Christina Gruel from Kindred. Put your hands together for the top 10 individuals.
just killed a man, put a gun against his head.
The high individual receives a baby bison trophy and also a $100 scholarship. The high individual in food science and technology is Janae Weigel from the Napoleon FFA chapter. We follow with the team awards and congratulate those teams in the bronze and silver categories on the screen. If everyone could please quiet down for the remainder of the awards. Will a representative please come forward as the gold teams are announced? Richland 44, Napoleon, Velva, and Edgley Column. Give it up for these gold teams. Will the top 5 teams and their coaches come forward and remain on stage? Grant County, Harvey, Kindred, Pheasant and Bowdoin, and Washburn. Let's give it up for these top 5 teams.
Thunderbolts and lightning, very, very frightening me. Galileo Figaro. I'm just a poor boy, nobody loves me. He's just a poor boy from a poor family, sparing his life from this monstrosity. Easy come, easy go, will you let me go? Bismillah, no, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let him go. Bismillah, we will not let you go. Let me go. We'll not let you go. Let me go. We'll not let you go. Let me go.
And now, it's time to recognize a team that will represent North Dakota at the national event. And that is the team from Kindred. The Kindred chapter is coached by Mitchell Becker and Brianna Briegel.
I knew that I wouldn't. I feel good. I knew that I wouldn't. So good, so good. I got you. Wow, I feel nice. That sugar and spice. I feel nice. That sugar and spice. So nice, so nice. I got you.
Morgan,
Yeah,
I'm bored.
I know. Let's go get our nails done.
Wouldn't that put a wrench in the session?
You're right. We can't screw this up.
Come on, let's meet our egg mech contestants.
The basic egg mechanics contest consists of a written test, tool identification, small wood project, and a bill of materials. Could you please quiet down so we can go through the awards? Thank you. Sponsors for this event are the North Dakota State Fair and Titan Machinery Incorporated. Will the sponsors please join us on stage? Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals on the screen. Please quiet down as we continue with the gold individuals. Will the gold individuals please remain on stage? We have Thatcher Volk from Rugby, Jaden Wagner from Max, Isaac Binstock from Dickinson, Ethan Schaffner from Napoleon, Shaden Sheely from Velva, Dylan Reese from Belfield, Sam Broomfield from Edgeley Cullum, William Schmidt from New England, Samantha Hermes from Oak Sargent Central, and Zachary Stute from Turtle Lake Mercer.
When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we've seen.
Will the top 10 that were just listed please come on stage once again until the high individual is announced?
Stand back. Now, darling, whenever I'm in trouble, darling, won't you stand? I need just a little heaven here right now. And darling, won't you stand back? If the sky look upon me, should tumble and fall. The mountain,
the Baby Bison Trophy is for the high individual, and the top 10 in this group receive an electric drill from our friends at Titan Machinery. The high individual also receives a $100 scholarship and the traveling trophy. The winner is Thatcher Volk from the Rugby FFA chapter.
I need just a little helping hand. Need someone to come pick me up and let me stand by me. Come on now, baby. Yeah.
The Intermediate Egg Mechanics are sponsored by CHS Foundation and the Zacharias family. Will representatives from these sponsors join us on stage to help with these awards? Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals on the screen. We will follow the same procedure with the gold winners. As the gold participants are named, please stay on the stage where the top 10 gold individuals will receive a jigsaw courtesy of our friends at the CHS Foundation. The gold individuals are, and remember, please stay on stage, Curdell Kraft from Rugby, Luke Peterson from Wishick, Gage Yellowbird from Max, Regan Hildry from Velva, Stetson Erlacher from New England, Brennan Wiederick from Edgeley Cullum, Connor Blessum from Minot, Billy Van Epps from Medina, Isaiah Throner from Oak Sargent Central, and Dawson Erber from Washburn. Those are your top 10 individuals.
So I jump back in the where I learned to swim. Try to keep my head above it the best I can. That's why here I am, just waiting for the storm to pass me by.
The high individual will also receive a $100 scholarship, a baby bison trophy, and traveling trophy. And it goes to Connor Blessum of the Minot FFA chapter.
I saw my friend Bobby, he said, what's up, man? You got a little work or 20 to lend. I opened up my hand and said, I'm glad to see they can take away my job, but not my friends, you see. And here I am, just waiting for this storm to pass me by. And that's the song of sunshine coming down.
Now for the Advanced Agricultural Mechanics Awards. Please quiet down as we continue with the awards. Awards for the Advanced Agricultural Mechanics Career Development event are sponsored by Darren Hoyme, Zacharias Family, Titan Machinery, Rolla FFA, and the North Dakota Auto and Implement Dealers. Will representatives from these companies please join us on stage? Please look to the screen for the Bronze and Silver Awards. We will now continue with the Gold individuals. We have Eve Stegner from New England, Marsh Tyler from Enderlin, Nick Richter from McCluskey, Jacob Saul from Richland 44, Isaac Volk from Rugby, Jaden Lesmeister from Harvey, McCormick Thompson from Bottineau, Levi Schwab from Lisbon, Bo Jeffers from Bowman County, Adam Gorseth from Carrington, and Bridger Mathern from Edgeley Cullum. These are your Gold individuals.
And it makes a fiery ring. Down my wild desire, I fell into a ring of fire. I fell into a burning ring of fire. I went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
The top 10 Gold individuals will receive a tool belt from Darren and Kristen Hoyme. The top 10 individuals are Joe Throner from Oak Sargent Central, Ben Govan from Turtle Lake Mercer, Brady Walt from North Sargent, Cade Myers from Garrison, Corey Schmaltz from Rugby, Eric Sheffert from Oak Sargent Central, Ryan Mugley from Grant County, Jacob Haugen from Delax Burlington, Max Mugley from Oak Sargent Central, and Jeff Leib from McCluskey. Those are your top 10 individuals.
I fell into a burning ring of fire. Went down, 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 and the flames went higher. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire. And it burns, 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 the ring of fire, the ring of fire, the ring of fire.
The high individual also receives a $100 scholarship, the Baby Bison Trophy, and the Matt Curdy Memorial Traveling Trophy donated by Rolla FFA. And the high individual today is Matt Smugley from the Oak Sargent Central FFA chapter.
She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, in America too. She's a good girl, is crazy about Elvis, loves horses, and her boyfriend too.
Now for the team awards. Congratulations to those teams in the bronze and silver categories shown on the screen. And will all members of the gold teams and their advisors please come forward and remain on stage until we announce the high team. And the gold teams are from Lisbon, Rugby, New England, Garrison, McCluskey, and Oaks Sargent Central.
All the vampires walking through the valley, move west down Ventura Boulevard, and all the bad boys were standing in the shadows, and the good girls are home with broken hearts. I'm free, free falling. Yeah, I'm free, free falling.
The members of the top team receive a set of tools from Titan Machinery and the traveling trophy as well. And they are from the Lisbon FFA chapter.
Hold on to me as we go, as we roll down this unfamiliar road. And although this wave is stringing us along, just know you're not alone. 'Cause I'm gonna make this place your home. Settle down, it'll all be clear. Don't pay no mind to the demons, they fill you with fear. The trouble in my
This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Morgan, this is not a drill.
What's going on, Lucas?
This isn't a drill.
Come on, we need to be serious. It's time for the egg sweepstakes.
The combination of scores in each of the 3 egg mechanics areas are used to determine the Egg Mechanics Sweepstakes Awards. These awards are sponsored by Napa of Garrison. Would sponsors please come forward to assist with these awards? This year's winners are... Congratulations to the bronze and silver sweepstakes teams shown on the screen. For the gold chapters, would one representative from each chapter come forward to receive your rosette? All gold chapters, please stay on stage. Your gold Egg Mechanics Sweepstakes chapters are from Velva, Rugby, New England, Edgeley Column, and Oak Sargent Central.
Your heart is so lion, and in your eyes you're holding mine. Baby, I'm dancing in the dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass.
Again, all members of the team, please come up on stage to be recognized.
I whispered underneath my breath, but you heard it, darling. You look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday I'll share her home. I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We are still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright.
And the top egg mechanics sweepstakes chapter who receives the traveling trophy is the Rugby FFA chapter. Please be sure and pick up all egg mechanics projects and tools at the service center before you leave campus.
I was left to my own devices. Many days fell away with nothing to show. And the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Great clouds all over the hill.
Hey, Morgan, have you ever managed a farm?
Well, considering our teammates, I'd say so.
Rude. Let's meet our real farm business management contestants.
The State Farm Business Management event and national travel are sponsored by the North Dakota Rural Rehabilitation Corporation, and the traveling team trophy was given in memory of Bill McDonald. Will sponsor representatives please join us on stage? Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals that are displayed on the screen. Let's bring our attention back in for the best in farm business management. We ask the gold individuals to come forward as you are announced. Our gold contestants in farm business management are Elliot Matthias of Kindred, Cassie Fall from Harvey, Kyle Updahl from Carrington, Seth Berg of Mandan, Courtney Bitts from Napoleon, Alexa Ketterling from Wishick, Evan Fullman of Leeds, Ashley Muller from Wishick, Max Mugley of Oaks Sargent Central, Iris Dukart from Killdeer, Jacy Hauge from Kindred, Logan Becker of New Salem, Madeline Sauter of Grant County, Christina Gruhl from Kindred, and Luke Newman from South Prairie. Let's give our gold individuals a round of applause.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you.
We ask that the top 10 individuals stay on stage until the high individual is announced. We have Jacob Rexon from Carrington, Faith Norby from Killdeer, Adam Gorseth from Carrington, Grace Shimke of Harvey, Christina Bingham from Max, Riley Live from Turtle Lake Mercer, Laura Mugley of Grant County, Brooke Rosso of Kindred, Ryan Mugley of Grant County, and Trapper Depew from Carrington. These are your top 10 individuals.
And we'll go. If you're ready, like I'm ready. 'Cause
'cause it's a beautiful night. We're looking for something dumb to do. Hey, baby, I think I want to marry you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, our high individual who receives a $100 scholarship and the baby bison is Adam Gorseth from Carrington.
How sweet it is to be loved by you. Yes, baby. Ooh, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Ooh, baby, I needed the shelter of someone's arms.
Now for the team awards. Congratulations to those teams that received bronze and silver team awards. Will a representative come forward as the gold teams are announced? In fact, we ask that all members of the gold teams come forward along with their advisors as they are announced. We have Killdeer, Napoleon, Mandan, Carrington, Kindred, and Harvey. Let's give a round of applause for our high teams.
This one goes out to you and yours. Worldwide, I say, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back on around the way. Seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. I've been a lot of places all around the way. I've seen a lot of joy and I've seen a lot of pain, but I don't want to write a love song for the world. I just want to write a song about a boy and a girl. Junkies on the corner always calling my name. And the kids.
The high team will receive a trip to National Convention sponsored by North Dakota Rural Rehabilitation Corporation and a traveling trophy sponsored by the Bill McDonald Memorial. Representing North Dakota in October will be the team from the Carrington FFA chapter.
No, I'm not a highly metaphysical man, but I know when the stars are aligned, you can. Bump into a person in the middle of the road, look into their eyes and you suddenly know. Rocking in the dance hall, moving with you, dancing in and out of in the middle of June. My mama told me don't lose you, cause the best luck I had was you. I said, hey, I'll be gone today, but I'll be back from around the way. It seems like everywhere I go, the more I see, the less I know. But I know one thing, that I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you.
Wow, we've been through a lot of awards. We must be done.
Whoa, whoa. Let's not forget the state's newest CDE, the ENR CDE.
Wait, were those the kids running around campus with GPSs?
No, that was just Caleb and Billy playing Pokemon Go.
Of course. Brianna, please announce our environmental and natural resources results.
Will do. The Environmental and Natural Resources CDE is sponsored by the North Dakota Natural Resource Trust. Will sponsor representatives please join us on stage? Congratulations to the bronze and silver individuals that are displayed on the screen. We ask that the gold individuals please come forward as you are announced. Everybody, let's bring our attention back up to the front to announce our gold individuals in ENR. Everybody, please quiet down. All right, here we go. We have Gracie Wagner from Rugby, Jake Dahl of Finley Sharon, Hunter Ball from Wahpeton, Trapper Depew of Carrington, Tyler Zahn from Edgeley Colum, Anna Healy of Lidgerwood, Reese Mohagan from Towner, Jake Sanders of New Salem, Lillian Nonsen from Finley Sharon, Cora Sickbull from New Salem, Kirsten Bame of Richland 44, Connor Fike from Pheasant and Bowden, Jacob Rexon of Carrington, Mac Buckmeyer from Hettinger, Victoria Moreno from Dickinson, Jackson Fike of Pheasant and Bowden, Jacob Hansen from Berthold, Elizabeth Poplick of Finley Sharon, Riley Dorman from Dickinson, Zach Ringdahl of Richland 44, Kel Helmuth from Watford City, Grace Ranzier of Belva, Hayden Quirtschreiber from Northern Cass, Nicholas Wolfkuhl from Richland 44, Ben Knopp of Bowman County, Emma Howie of Velva, Emma Drakeseth of Towner, Winston LaJesse from Wahpeton, Danny Kelly from Kidder County, Jackson Rude of New Salem, Ryder Thompson from Granville, Eric Sheckford from Oak Sargent Central, Reagan Jones of Pheasant and Bowden, and Michael Heim of Oak Sargent Central. These are your gold individuals. We will now move on to our top 10 ENR participants. We ask that these top 10 individuals stay on stage until the high individual is announced. We have Jack Stoppelworth from Kindred, Isaac Huber of Edgeley Colm, Coy Ellingson of Edgeley Colm, also from Edgeley Colm, Lance Gelberg, Parker Crooks of Richland 44, Isaac Benton from Lisbon, Lucas Nitschke from Edgeley Colum, Jonah Welter from Lisbon, Seth Bentonhausen of Wishick, and Eric Moan of Richland 44. High individual will receive a $100 scholarship and the baby bison. This individual is Coy Ellingson from the Edgeley Colm FFA chapter. Awards. Congratulations to those teams that received bronze and silver placings. Will a representative please come forward as the gold teams are announced? We have Pheasant and Bowden, Lisbon, Lidgerwood, Belva, Wishick, Oaks Sargent Central, and Dickinson. These are your gold teams. Again, we ask that all individuals, along with their advisors, of the top five gold teams, please remain on stage until the champion team has been named. We have Finley Sharon, Edgeley-Colm, Richland 44, Harrington, and New Salem. Let's give a round of applause for our top teams. The High team will receive a trip to National Convention sponsored by the North Dakota FFA Foundation and a traveling trophy. Representing North Dakota in October will be the team from the Edgeley-Colm FFA chapter.
At last, my love has come along. My lonely days are over.
Sure.
And life is like a
Who wants some t-shirts?
I'm never gonna look back. I'm never gonna give it up. No, please don't wake me now. 2, 3, 4. This is gonna be the best day of my life. This is gonna be the best day of my life.
It has been an awesome session this morning, filled with so much excitement. But before the excitement is over, I call upon Alfred Schwalbe for an announcement.
Good morning, everyone. If you can hear my voice, clap once. If you hear my voice, clap 2 times. Can I get an uh-huh? That's what I like. Thanks so much. It is great to be up here. It's been a long time since I've been able to rock this podium, but I'm very excited to just announce one last recognition that Jared McDonald and I kind of want to start. So if you don't know, and I kind of look into the audience and think there's less and less people that I remember as a state officer, but the ag teachers are all the same. Either way, a couple years ago, I had the privilege of serving as state president, and the year after that, I ran for national FFA office. The following year from that, Jared ran for office. And I've spent a lot of time reflecting on the people that have taken on this challenge, that have said yes to the huge challenge that it is, and totally be able to walk in with your arms open and your palms up, saying, like, if this is what you want for me, then let me have it. They travel down to Indianapolis and they do hours and hours of prep. And I think of all the other people that have run in the past to represent this great state of North Dakota, many of which are FFA advisors and people that continue to make a huge impact on this organization. So Jared and I, Jared wasn't able to be here, but we got together and wanted to start this passable, in a sense. How many of you guys have read The Giving Tree by Shel Silverstein. So I still, to this day, every time I read this book, I can find something new about it. And I don't even know how old it is, but it's a child's book. Now, what we wanted to do, Jared and I both wrote notes in here, and we're going to pass it on to the next national officer candidate in our recognition of her and the amazing contribution that she has for the state, but the great road that she has ahead of her. I'm very, very excited for this. In North Dakota, please help me in congratulating and wishing great luck to your current state president, Miss Brianna Maddock.
Thank you, Al. I now turn this morning session back over to our president and the chair, Brianna Maddock.
Thank you, Morgan, and thank you, Al. Thank you all so much. I would not be taking on this venture if it weren't for the support I know I have in all of you. So thank you guys all so much. But while I collect myself, Mr. Secretary, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
Delegates, please take advantage of this time to meet with the state officer candidates in the back of the convention hall. At the conclusion of this session, we will be taking down the chapter banners, and all delegates can sign the backs and place them in the storage container. This afternoon's session starts promptly at 1 p.m., so make sure you are back here in your seats by then. Also, we have some more items from Lost and Found, including a bunch of water bottles, a blanket, some welding gloves, portable chargers, all kinds of stuff. So if you're missing something, please come up and check with us. That is all, Madam President.
Does any member know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before this convention? Okay. We are about to adjourn this 5th session of the 90th North Dakota FFA Convention. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, please join me in a salute to our flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and